And let's say your tax returns goes in April, and somebody just shows up to you, let's say on May, who obviously didn't have any who didn't do any intentionally, but it just happened, and let's say some sort of emergency, and he had to travel and come back, and then he found this letter, and he approaches you. He says, "Look, Mark, I've got a brown envelope here, and I'm in deep trouble here. You know, how can you guys help? Like, and what route do you usually take?"
Yeah, the first thing we do is you speak to the client, you look at it. I mean, if it's a late return, you know, it's an instant £100 fine. Now that can be removed, but it's very unlikely. They've made it stricter and stricter. You know, that I've often read that, you know, the deadline is the 31st of January, and on the 1st of February there is 100 million in fines that are issued. Now I don't know if that's true or not, but it's a big number. So it's difficult to get that £100 back, but the next thing to do is to just get the information over to them. You know, they're now offering or charging daily penalties for a lot of the returns. You know, I've got loads of clients that didn't even know they were self-employed, or didn't even know they had to do a self-assessment. You know, there's lots of people who were previously earning over 100,000, had to do a self-assessment, and then they've now slipped underneath and just kind of forgot about it. You know, and when you speak to HMRC, you know, they are fairly understanding to something like that in terms of lateness, and you just get your records up. Where you've got someone who's done their own returns, or there's a big investigation into them, the amount of work required when you've just got, you know, a bag of receipts, you know, it can be quite daunting. There's a lot for us to do, but you always just assess the situation, and then the first thing we do is it's a thing called a 64-8, where you can actually speak on behalf of the client. Because the client's obviously, or often, should we say, gone missing and just doesn't want to speak to them. HMRC, I've always thought they prefer speaking to an accountant anyway. So to have that person representing you is a big benefit.